is no day that passes by without hearing bad news in this damn country called Nigeria. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. Let me see anyone that will come and tell me about one Nigeria. If you come here to tell me about one Nigeria, may you never live to see the next day, because one Nigeria is a crime against humanity. Yesterday, something very terrible happened in River State in one community called Ogoni. These prodigal sons of the north enter this community, and as they enter this community, the security operative is not aware. And not only that, they enter the community, they enter Lord Choosing Church and unalive thousands of the members of that church. The most annoying part of it is that the people that created these monsters since 2009 are working freely in the society. They have never been tried, neither persecuted in any court of law. These people are working freely, granting interviews from house of the medias. You see, that is how Nigeria are abusing, consuming your life, and you are so dearly passionate to remain one in that damn country. Nigeria is gone. There will be no remedy. The only solution is total disintegration. Allow the Biafrans to go. That is only way that everybody will live in peace. Without that, every day you will be hearing bad news. Come and watch the video.
The irresponsibility of the political elite by cashing in on this poverty. We all know what started Boko Haram. Everybody knows. It was started in Borno by the then Borno governor, Ali Sharif. He is still roaming the streets freely. Yes. When Yusuf was caught alive, who created it? The ECOMOG. Who created the ECOMOG? We have to look at the root cause in order to find a solution. The root cause of that problem, as we know it today, is Ali Sharif. He used them for his own political machinery. He armed them as his political thirds. He even made one of them a commissioner. But they became too powerful, and they had no option but to try an elimination, which was not possible, and which we are all paying for. The military came in, and they cashed in, and they have turned the Northeast into a cash cow. Military jumbo budgets, unaccounted for. I remember Jonathan was spending 2 billion naira every day on security, but there was no security. Hundreds and thousands of our people were slaughtered. And we also know that the army, more than anything else in Borno and Yobe, have contributed and enforced this so-called terrorism. Terrorism has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is not only
who started the Boko Haram crisis in Borno State. A governor, Modu Ali Sharif, addressed the press and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him. Because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003, he had a deal with the Boko Haram sect to get him to win the election. And if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed Alhaji Boko Boys as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to steal money. So he went back to the camp, the Boko Haram camp, and said, where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them. So he was asked to resign. And that was how Foy resigned from the government of Mutu Sharif. So to say that you don't know them is the greatest lie. I was just reminded this morning by somebody from Borno State that something was missing in my press statement. That in 2013, 2012, October 10, Alhaji Mutu Sharif was arrested in Cameroon on grounds of his Boko Haram connection. But the government here pleaded with the Cameroonian authorities to release him. Because he's a big man here, he cannot be arrested. A special envoy of President Goodluck Jonathan, Reverend Stephen Singh Davis, told the whole world that Alhaji Sharif, the former chief of army staff, Jerika, and some senior officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria have been funding the Boko Haram sect. Up to now, the government has not reacted to this very important information. So when you are looking for the sponsors of Boko Haram, I think we now know where they are. But what is very disturbing is the fact that currently Nigerian soldiers are refusing to fight. A part of Nigeria has been annexed by the Boko Haram sect, and they have named the place the Caliphate Republic. Not less than 10,000 Nigerians are in Cameroon as refugees. They've left their homes, and we want APC to stop politicizing the Boko Haram menace. What is required on the part of all of us is to unite and fight this dangerous phenomenon.
The following comments by a South African minister to the effect that compensation will not be paid to those Nigerians whose properties were looted, shop burnt, and even life taken by the government of Nigeria reciprocate by appropriating the profit accruing from South Africa shares in all South African companies in Nigeria, including their banks, IBCT, that the money be seized and used to pay Nigerians. Take into account that this decision to give Nigerians June 30th as deadline was taken by a mob and respected by the government of South Africa. So we can't allow our people to come, we take taxpayers' money to pay compensation when South Africa investment and profit is being taken away. I urge that the profit be appropriated and use it to settle those who have been brutally destroyed, business burnt, life lost.
Thank you.
It does not require any further investigation because the facts are self-evident.
Thank you very much. Before with what is going on in South Africa, the way those gangs of protesters, or whatever you want to call them, are going about doing what they are doing as we speak is not in line with civility. It's uncivilized. We see what is happening in America, but who is doing that? They call them ICE, a government body moving around to check illegal residents, getting them arrested, and so on and so forth. But now, gangs going around in the name of protesters, persecuting, intimidating people, killing people in the name of protest is not something that should be accepted. It's unacceptable. We cannot allow that. But then, we need to be very careful, as Senator Abdullahi has said. particularly because we lead in Africa. We set the pace. Whatever we need to do, we need to be very careful. Like what Senator Adam Oshobole said, sometimes we don't take things that I've said, on social media or whatever. We need to analyze what is always put out there. I saw what he's talking about. What the minister was saying was that those who live in shacks, illegal settlements, will not be paid anything because they were illegally occupying those areas. But those who have titles, nobody will take those titles away from them. Nobody will take those properties from them. I saw that minister, one female minister. Nobody will take those titles from them. Even if they have been displaced, those properties still belong to them. The titles are in their possession. But that's not an excuse. Why do you even allow them to be displaced in the first place? And what even Senator Yahya is talking about, the government should be bold enough to say, oh, we are being threatened by certain people who are conspiring to destabilize our nation. The president should come out to tell the world. So maybe they have a problem. They are brothers. We helped them before. We can still help them. Maybe we can, after the committee has done its work, maybe you find it necessary to advise the South African government, this is your problem. Come on and tell the world your problem. All right, so let's not put the cart before the horse. I beg you, the former chairman of APC, a respected elder statesman in this country, internationally renowned labor leader, please, let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's allow the committee to do its work. It's being headed by your colleague, your former governor, well experienced, and someone who has the pedigree to do this investigation. Under his, to chair the committee to do this investigation. Let's allow them to do that, and then we can move on. And Senator Yahya, please, can you, add additional prayer that the committee? Well, we don't need a prayer for that. It's their function, it's their committee work. So I beg you, I plead with you, based on your pedigree as a labor leader.
My consign, a month ago, at this Senate, under your leadership, we took a decision that the issue be investigated by Foreign Affairs. You even suggested, your leadership, that we should send people to South Africa. So it doesn't mean that our decision must coincide with your opinion, with profound respect.
Okay, what we do,
we
tell the committee
until the people are killed.
Senator Oshobole,
when one man monopolize madness, there can be no peace.
Okay, Chairman Committee, so that we can take decisive action on this matter. Chairman, is there any member of Foreign Affairs Committee here? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
So 2 weeks. Chairman, Foreign Affairs Committee. Mr. Chairman, Foreign Affairs Committee. Chairman, Foreign Affairs. Chairman, Foreign Affairs. Please, we would like you to table your report in respect to what is happening. The xenophobic attack against Nigerians and other nationals in South Africa. We would like to have that information so that we can take action on the matter. So we give you 2 weeks to submit your report. So thank you, Senator Oshobole, for showing understanding. And let me commend everyone that contributed to this debate. And I want to tell you that it is known to all that the government of Nigeria is doing very well through the Minister of Foreign Affairs and also the Diaspora Commission to take care of those that have been affected by this heinous act by those who are perpetrated in South Africa. So the government of Nigeria is doing very well in this regard. Senator Dingi, as an opposition senator, said Nigerian government is not doing well on that. We are doing well. We are doing well. What you said is to add more, to give more attention to what is going on. But the government is doing very, very well. And I can assure you that they are always in touch with our citizens in South Africa on a daily basis. So thank you very much. And we hope the South African government will listen and try to look inwards on how to deal with this matter. Allowing talks in the name of protest to harass, steal loot people's property should not be allowed. And even some people are even talking about going to the International Court of Justice to seek redress. So they should be very careful. They were the ones that went to that court, to seek redress on behalf of the Palestinians. So it is going to be something that will surprise the world if nations begin to go to ICJ to seek redress for their nationals that have been killed, maimed.
We told you that these people are coming. We told you. We warned you earlier before now. We told you to prepare yourself that they are coming. You thought you are just playing. Their agenda was to Islamize this country called Nigeria, because this country is an Islamized country. And that is the main reason why we the Biafrans are fighting so daily to separate ourselves from this mess. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. If anybody telling you about one Nigeria, that person is doing very harmful to himself. Where is Asere Dokobo? Where is Tompulu? Where is all the warlords that fool all the river state? Where are them? Let them come and see how their people are being perished by the hand of these Islamic terrorists, the prodigal sons of the north, the man that was established and funded by this Ali Mahmoud, the Shatima, their vice president, including Gumi. These are the people that funded these Islamic jihadists. And they are spreading it all over the country because they want this country to be totally Islamized. And you are there clamoring to go and continue from this one Nigeria. One Nigeria will consume all of you who believe so dearly in this their country called Nigeria. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. The only disintegration is the viable option. Nothing less, nothing more. Let Oduduwa go, let the Biafrans go, let Arewa go with their Fulani and Islamize themselves the way they want. Because these are the people that are causing problem in this country called Nigeria. Their politicians are funding them every day. The oil that they are making from the south side, the southeast, is national cake, whereas the mineral resources from the north are from their personal pockets. Long live for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Long live for every other well prominent and patriotic freedom fighters out there. May you people live to see the Biafra as a nation. This is what you get in one Nigeria. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. I come in peace. I'm only a messenger. If you come across this very video, please do well to spread the news, because this is what our people need now to see what that is happening on their doorstep. Nigeria is gone. Till next time, see you in my next video. Bye for now. Thank you.